Let's get you the very latest. In fact, now it's going to be day 6 of the Parliament session, day 7 now. Let's also, we have Megha joining us to get us the very latest on the situation. Megha, what can we expect today?
Well, we are not expecting anything different today, Divya. The Parliament, right from day one, similar scenes that we've been witnessing there. Yesterday, I think, day before yesterday and yesterday, the government was at least able to lay some papers and get some bills passed, at least have some sort of a discussion only from the Treasury benches because no one from the opposition would, participate in that. But today, there could be a slightly changed scenario in the sense that last evening, there have been a couple of important announcements coming in from the government, even though informally, which is about, and this is all about Manipur. Like the government has decided to refer the case of that viral video to the CBI. The government is also filing an affidavit in the Supreme Court, most likely today itself, asking for the trial of this particular case and perhaps a couple of other cases where such videos are involved to be tried outside Manipur. So whether this is going to have an impact as far as opposition is concerned, it's unlikely though. As far as the proceedings of the House are concerned, I think you should expect a similar situation where the opposition is not wanting the House to run, and while the government will try to, get some business carried out in the House. Now, today, it being Friday, the second half will be private members' bill, so not that productive. It's just the first half. One is hoping that there would be some work done in the Parliament. Other than that, I think it's important for us to note here at this point, Divya, that on Monday, this coming Monday, one is expecting the Delhi Ordinance Bill also to be introduced in the House. Also, the very fact that, the no confidence motion that has been expected, the indication is perhaps by the end of next week, you might be, having the Speaker decide in giving time for the debate and discussion on the same, and of course the Prime Minister's address. So one right now is not extremely very sure about when that would happen, but it's likely that by the end of next week it would. The government is also very, very keen that they be able to carry on the discussion on the issue of Manipur, and that Mr. Amit Shah gives a statement. They are still hopeful that they would be allowed a chance to do so. So I think, keeping all of this in mind, you should expect accordingly the events in the Parliament today. But as far as opposition is concerned, their protest continues. It carries on till the time the opposition, till the time the House, got over yesterday. The situation was same. I'm not expecting anything different today. So
right,
yeah,
Megha, yesterday we saw the opposition people turn up in black as a mark of a protest. Now, leaders of the opposition alliance, India, will be meeting at the leader of opposition's chamber, and that's expected in about 40 minutes from now to decide the strategy in the Parliament today. Now, there's been a continuous logjam, like you mentioned, over the issue around the Manipur violence. And like you're saying, not much is expected. But what about that meeting that's coming up as far as the India alliance is concerned?
Well, Divya, this meeting actually happens every morning. It happens every morning in the room of the senior most opposition leader. So now that they are of new formation, India formation with 26 parties, so the attempt every morning is to try and get just about as much out of these 26. Many a times you have all of them in the senior most leaders room to sit down and do a strategy meeting, which actually happens every morning. So, and they haven't been deciding anything new in these meetings. The walkout that happened yesterday and the no confidence motion, all of this was decided in the strategy meeting. I think a very similar situation would be there today. Nothing really different that we are expecting today.
Right, and the opposition's delegation is expected to be in Manipur over the weekend. The India partners have been asked to send one representative.
Yes, they are still deciding actually. Yesterday I had a chance to speak to a couple of opposition parties to find out, who all will be going. So they are still in the process of deciding who all to, nominate their own representatives and then go there by the end of this month. We also had a chance to speak to the people in the Home Ministry, and they have confirmed to us that, as far as the security of all of these parliamentarians who will be going to Manipur will be on priority of the Home Ministry. They will ensure that nothing untoward happens, and that, they are of course going with the complete cooperation of the government. So, one is only hoping that the outcome of this would be constructive.